Selena Miskin of Wayfaring Yarns Designs, and I'm a sweater sister. Today I'm going to help you elevate your knits by demonstrating the 3 needle bind off technique. The 3 needle bind off is a really elegant way of seaming 2 pieces of knitted fabric together. So looking at our 3 needle bind off, there's a couple of things that need to already happen before you get to this point. On your sweater, on your shoulder seams, you need to have removed the live stitches from the waste yarn and transferred them here to your needle, front and back. Another thing you want to do is make sure that your garment is actually inside out when we do this stitch. So you see the right sides are actually touching each other, and then I have the wrong side, the stockinette is facing me right here. Okay, another thing that's important is that our working yarn is on the back needle, right there. Here's our working yarn. So we're going to go ahead and start. Here's our needle number 3. We are going to slip it knitwise, just slide it knitwise into the first stitch on the front needle and also knitwise into the first stitch of the back needle. We'll bring our working yarn, see I've got a lot of yarn here, need to bring that down, bring our working yarn around as if to knit and pull it through both stitches, slip them off of the needle. There we go, there's our first one. So we're going to do that exact same thing again. We're going to bring right there, knitwise through both of those stitches, then pull through as if to knit and slip them off the needle. Now comes the bind off part. So you notice here on your 3rd needle that you have 2 stitches. So we're going to take our back needle here and simply bind off just like we would doing a regular bind off. So let's try that again. Slipping our 3rd needle through the first stitch on the front needle, first stitch on the back needle, bring our working yarn around, knit through, and slip off the needles right there. Then we're going to bind off, and you can use your front needle, you can use your back needle. I use my back needle. There's really no reason why you couldn't use your front, just whatever is more comfortable for you. We're going to do that again, slipping through the first stitch on the front needle and the first stitch on the back, bringing the yarn around as if to knit, and then slipping them off and the bind off right there. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. We'll do a couple more. Slipping through the front and back, bring your yarn around and knit. Then we'll bind off right there. We'll do it again. Here, here, knitting both stitches, moving them off the needles, bring your back needle or front, whichever you like, and bind that off. So that is a really easy, neat bind off, and I am going to go ahead and finish this off screen, then I'll show you how it ends up. Okay, so I have worked the 3 needle bind off all the way to the end. I actually knitted through the last stitch of both of the needles, so now I only have 1 needle left. I'm going to just bring my other needle over here and bind off this last stitch right here, just like that. And then the way that you would finish this is the way you would finish any bind off stitch is you break or cut your yarn, whichever you prefer to do, and pull the end up through the loop. And now it's time for the big reveal. This is just gorgeous. So I'm going to open it up so you can see the seam. Right there is your 3 needle bind off. So you want to make sure that's a really nice, beautiful seam there. You want to make sure you don't that you have enough room on your bind off stitches. You don't want to bind off too tightly and make a really deep indent. But that's a really nice seam that'll look gorgeous when that's blocked there on your shoulder. Just really beautiful right there. What I like about the 3-needle bind off is it's not bulky, so you don't have this huge bulky seam on your shoulder. I love it, but it is strong enough to give good structure to your sweater and make sure that it holds up, that the shape and the structure holds up through your washing and your blocking and your wearing. And there it is. 3-needle bind off, easy as pie.